Hello all of you. Today we are going to start with properties of whole numbers. I know all of you find it very difficult which property implies in which part, but after seeing this video I'll make sure that you will face no problem. So the first property that we'll take is closure property, which states that the sum of any two whole numbers is always a whole number. Means if a plus b and whatever the result is, if a and b are whole numbers, the result will also be a whole number. Let's evaluate with the help of an example. We have taken a4 and b5. Both are whole numbers. We add them. 4 plus 5, 9. 9 is also a whole number and these both are also a whole number. Now 23 plus 32. 23 is also a whole number and 32. And the result which we got, which is 55, is also a whole number. Means in addition, closure property is implied. But what in multiplication? Let's see. If in addition, the sum of two whole numbers is taken, in multiplication, the multiplication of two numbers should be there. So, the product of two whole numbers is always a whole number. Let's understand it with the help of an example. 4 into 5, which is equal to 20. 4 is a whole number, 5 is also a whole number, and the result which we got, 20, is also a whole number. Second example, 12 into 5. 12 is a whole number and 5 is also a whole number, and then 60 is also a whole number, which states that multiplication is also implied in closure property. Next is subtraction. If in addition we add, in multiplication we multiply, in subtraction we will subtract. While subtracting two whole numbers, we shall get a whole number. Let's take with the help of first example, 8 minus 3. 8 is a whole number, 3 is also a whole number. The result which we got is 5, which is also a whole number. It means that in this case, subtraction is applied in closure property. But 4 minus 5 will give us minus 1 because the 5 is greater and it has a negative sign. So the result which we'll get will also have a negative sign. But minus 1 is not a whole number. 4 and 5 are whole numbers, but the result is not a whole number. It states that in this case, subtraction is not implied. Therefore, if there is a case possible which will not imply that property to subtraction or any other thing, it means that the whole property will get wrong for subtraction. So closure property is not applicable for subtraction. Now division. In this one we will divide and find out that the result will be a whole number or not. So first we have taken 8 divided by 4. We'll get 2. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 8 is a whole number, 4 is also a whole number, and 2 is also a whole number. It means that in this case, closure property is implied in division. Now, 6 divided by 5. We'll get 6 upon 5, which is not a whole number. Means there is a case in which closure property will not be applied in division. As I have already said above, if a case is possible in which the closure property will not satisfy in division or in any other thing, the whole property will get wrong for that particular part. So, division is not closure property is not applicable in division. Though in some cases it is applicable, like in the first example, but there are some cases in which it is not. So, we'll consider that it is not applicable. So, what do we get the result? That the closure property, which states that after evaluating two whole numbers, we should get a whole number, are closed under addition and under multiplication rather than subtraction and division. Therefore, we get to know that addition and multiplication are commutative for whole numbers. Now, we look upon associative law. Addition. A plus B plus C B plus C are in brackets is equal to A plus B plus C, and here A plus B are in brackets. So what are we doing here? In LHS, we'll first add B plus C, and then with the result we'll add A. But in RHS, first we'll add A and B, and then what we'll get? We'll add it with C. So we have taken A as 4, B as 3 and C as 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. So LHS we have got 12. Now here again 4 plus 3, B is equal to 3 and C is equals to 5. 4 plus 3 is 7 and plus 5 is also 12. So LHS is equal to RHS, which means that addition is applicable in associative law. Now multiplication. If in addition we are adding, in multiplication we will multiply. So A into B into C. Therefore, we get to know that addition and multiplication are commutative for whole numbers. Now we will look upon associative law. Addition. A plus B plus C. B plus C are in brackets is equal to A plus B plus C, and here A plus B are in brackets. So what are we doing here? In LHS, we'll first add B plus C, and then with the result we'll add A. But in RHS, first we'll add A and B, and then what we'll get? We'll add it with C. So we have taken A as 4, B as 3 and C as 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. So LHS we have got 12. Now here again 4 plus 3, B is equal to 3 and C is equals to 5. 4 plus 3 is 7 and plus 5 is also 12. So LHS is equal to RHS, which means that addition is applicable in associative law. Now multiplication. If in addition we are adding, in multiplication we will multiply. So A into B into C, and here A into B into C. What is the difference? Here first we will multiply B and C, though here we will multiply A and B first and then with C. So examples are A is 6, B is 5 and C is 3. 5 3s are 15, into 6 is 90. Now A into B into C, A 6, B 5, C 3. 6 5s are 30. 3 copy down, 30 into 3 is 90. LHS is equal to RHS, which states that multiplication is also applicable in associative law. Now, distributive law of multiplication over addition. Now let's see what's this. A into B plus C, which means of multiplication over addition. So what we are doing? A into B plus A into C. So how we have found this A into B plus A into C? A into B, we have opened this bracket, and in front of this bracket, as we know here, B plus C will get added and then multiplied to A. But in case we don't know this, so we'll apply this A into B plus A into C, and first we'll multiply in this case and then add. But in this case we'll add and then multiply. So we'll understand it better with examples, students. So A is 3, B is 2 and C is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. Into 3 is 21. Now A into B, 3 into 2 plus 3 into 5. 3 2s is 6 and 3 5s is 15. 15 plus 6 will give us 21, means LHS is equal to RHS. So it means that we can apply this property here. So students, that's all for today. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Meet you in the next time. Hope I have cleared all your doubts in these properties.